It's time for Friday Night Flights, sponsored by Casey Auto Group, Hercules Fence, Tidewater Community College, and Bayport Credit Union.
A beautiful night in Norfolk for Chopper 10 to be in the sky, taking in the Manor and Maury game at Powhatan Field. Here come the highly talented Commodores. First quarter, Maury with the ball. Handoff here, number 13, Melvin Lowe, little cutback. He's in the end zone for the score. First score of the game, 7-0. And then first quarter, 1:30 left to play. Commodores hand it off to Maury Palmer. They got a stable of running backs, James. 14-0 after that. Go to the second now. Maury with the rock again, threatening again. In the red zone, hand it off to Palmer.
Look at those cuts.
There he goes, another one, and they would go on to win big to move to 6-0 on the season. Maury is gonna play Booker T next week. All right, welcome in. I'm Craig Loper. He is James Catato. Great to see those chopper shots tonight. And we had one of the most unique rivalry games in all of Hampton Roads happening tonight in Williamsburg, Lafayette and Warhill.
That's right, Craig. This rivalry has mostly been one-sided, though. At one point, Lafayette beat Warhill 16 games in a row. Craig, you were at this game live pregame. What did you see for the atmosphere?
Yeah, I talked to both the coaches and everything. People were filing into Wanner there. The student sections, as we know, always going nuts in this game. It's like a whiteout on one side, a blackout on the other side. One of the best rivalries the 757 has to offer. What a game this was. It came down to the wire. Let's get to it. Warhill quarterback Liam Francis. He's going to find his receiver, Talon Edie. And Mr. Edie, oh my goodness, all kinds of cuts up the sideline. First score of the game. They take the lead at that point, 7-3. Lafayette comes right back. Andy Lynn told me before the game, they are a power rushing attack and they don't try to hide it. Oleski hands the ball off to Jaden Brown, who punches it in the end zone. Rams up 11-7. Second quarter, Oleski now. Nazir Walmart out on the edge, and he's up the sideline. There he goes, 17-7. And then in the third quarter, Warhill make a comeback. Francis, QB sneak. Rams still up 17-13. Go to the fourth. Warhill gonna tie it up. Francis back to pass. He finds Ron Foskett, and the score all tied up now. In dramatic fashion, Francis takes it in the end zone himself. A lot of short scores in that game tonight, sort of. And there we go. Warhill gets it done over their rivals, 27-20, and they are on track to win the Bay Rivers District.
Wow.
All right, well, James, of course, Drake's new album dropped this morning. I don't know if you paid attention.
Heater.
The very first track of the album is called Virginia Beach, and that's where we're going now, to the Beach District for some games.
Absolutely. Great album. Great song, too. Green Run has been the class of the Beach District. Check this out. They came into this game winning by an average of 54-8 against other Beach District teams. The Stallions run off 5 straight wins to open the season. They were off last week, so well rested for tonight's home matchup against 3-3 Bayside. Bayside ripping through a banner that says, "Go back to the barn." Okay. Gotta like the confidence from the Marlins. Green Run. I feel like so many people can do this flip, Craig.
Oh, yeah.
It's incredible.
Yep.
Martrez Chavius Fenner putting some pressure on the Stallions with an interception. Not a lot of people would think this would happen. People in Bayside did, though. This is what it would turn into. A little bit of a fake job got me on the camera. No, doesn't go to the quarterback. Goes to Xavion Guidry, who punches it up to gut the running back. And now Bayside has the lead.
Okay.
Green Run, though, you knew they would answer. Too high-powered of an offense to not. Kassan Farrar, Jaden Anderson, a little bit of a slow start. Then look at the acceleration. Gone. Tie game. And then Farrar again in the second quarter to who? Up in the air.
Oh, look at that spiral.
Anderson again.
Okay.
And he walks it into the end zone. Green Run. Yes, while it was close a little bit, they do get this win 28-14. Staying at the beach, Kempsville, fresh off a big win over Bayside, having some fun. At home against the Lansdowne team, riding a 2-game winning streak. Shout out senior O-lineman Deacon Rawls winning Homecoming King, and his girlfriend Kenya Ramsey.
Oh, she's a baller, too, on the basketball team.
Yes, Lansdowne was down big in the third quarter, but tried to slim that margin. Jahari Williams picks it off. Unfortunately for the Eagles, that would be most of the highlights for the second half. The Chiefs continue to pour it on through Tyjae Curtis. Yeah. Because he breaks what I think could have been a face mask call, but breaks through it anyways. He's a beast. Gets the Chiefs in the Lansdowne territory to the cheerleaders. We're loving that play. So what do? You got to reward the guy that got you there. Yeah. Curtis, repping the pink, clean threads, dives into the end zone for the touchdown. Kempsville wins 48-7. All right, some more beach finals. Ocean Lakes with the 30-7 win over Princess Anne. Salem gets to the 500 mark after the Sun Devils win over First Colonial.
Kellum with the last-second win over Tallwood tonight. Knights win 28-26.
So that's how things went down at the beach tonight. Now we check with the Southeastern District.
Yeah, let's start in Chesapeake, right? Oscar Smith hosting Indian River, both teams 3-2 on the season. Last year, the Braves gave the Tigers all they could handle in a game that Oscar Smith ended up winning 19-17. Oscar Smith was off last week.
Tiger
Indian
Cage
River lost a double overtime thriller to Kings Fork. The Tiger Cage entrance, one of a kind. First play here, Oscar Smith takes the field. And here we go, tied at 0. Oscar Smith with the ball. Brandon Nesbitt carries it in there for the touchdown around the left side. They take the 7-0 lead. And now, still in the first quarter, Indian River with the ball trails 14-0. Tyler Allison, deep ball to Davion Turns. Talk about the moss right there. Oscar Smith still with the 14-7 lead. Yeah, you have a reason to be hyped, Mr. Turns. Second quarter, they're up. Freshman Lonnie Andrews finds Travis Johnson. He had a crazy catch a couple weeks ago. And look at that, Johnson, beautiful one right there. Another one, he's got hands. 21-7, Oscar Smith lead. Second quarter, Indian River trailing 21-7. Malachi Hinton receives the kickoff, and Hinton finds some green grass up the middle. And look at that, he is gone for the score. They're still trailing after that touchdown, 21-14. Fourth quarter now, 5 seconds remaining, tied at 21. Oscar Smith has the ball. Andrews up to Travis Johnson. Oh my goodness, Mr. Johnson. As time expires, a walk-off touchdown. Tigers win 27-21. Oh my goodness, what a game. Now to Suffolk, undefeated Kings Fork at home against Grassfield. The Grizzlies shut out Great Bridge last week. Pick it up first quarter, Kings Fork in Burgundy, up 6-0. DeAndre Artis-Boone hits Zadarius Wynn, 18-yard touchdown strike, wins, breaks the tackle, he's in for the score, 14-0. Bulldogs not done yet. Javon Ford, we call his name every week. Built Ford tough. 40 yards to the end zone. A missed two-point conversion did make it 20-0. The Grizzlies trying to bite back. Landon Curls to Bryce Davis. Over the middle for the score. They were trying to hang around, but Kings Fork, Coach Joe Frion and his team, they win tonight 65-28.
Those Bulldogs, they are good. And when we come back, stops in Norfolk, Newport News, Hampton, and Smithfield, as well as Chopper 10 making a stop by the game between old rivals Deep Creek and Western Branch.
We are the Craftsman Cheer Team, and you're watching Friday Night Flights. We'll be right back.
Chopper 10 was also in Chesapeake tonight for a clash between two longtime rivals, Western Branch playing host to Deep Creek. Look at that, good crowd on hand. Always a good scene there. Third quarter, less than 2 minutes to play. Bruins ball, Terrence Mack. How about the QB keeper? Runs for the touchdown. Deep Creek, though, up 14-7. Go to the fourth quarter now. Hornets ball, short pass to Hunter Barnes, number 1, and Barnes, he's in there for the score, 21-7, Creek. Less than 3 minutes in the game. Bruins ball, and they are back to pass. It's intercepted by Jackson Templeton. And Templeton,
runs it back.
How about a pick six the other way? And how about Deep Creek going in there and beating their rival, Western Branch, 28-7. All right, time to check in with action from Norfolk.
Lake Taylor home against Granby. Last week, the Titans snapped a 3-game losing streak by defeating Booker T. Washington. Meanwhile, Granby, which was off last week, suffered its first loss of the season 2 weeks ago when the Comets fell to, you guessed it, Booker T. Washington. Granby in white. Look at this run by Drayvon Tharrington. Levels the defender on his way to a first down, and that led to this. Christian Post to a wide open Tavion Ricks. 25 yards, gets into the end zone. Comets up 7-0. Then check out this play by the Comets defense. Joshua Thomas just rips it. Give me that.
Whoa.
Rips the ball out. That's a turnover. Was the runner down? Doesn't really matter. No replays in high school. Granby ball. Comets would capitalize. Tharrington on the direct snap. That put Granby up 14-0. After another Titans turnover, Granby going to take advantage once again. It would be Post. This time he connects with Iman Cuffey.
Nice
Granby
finish.
Rolling in this one. Comets get the big win over Lake Taylor tonight. Granby improves to 5-1. Keep in mind, they were winless last season. Impressive stuff.
Unbelievable turnaround.
Staying in Norfolk, Booker T. Washington trying to get to the 500 mark. Booker's at home against Norview. Here's her homecoming queen, Destiny Walston, and King Josiah Greer. They look great. End of the first half, Norview with the long pass, but it's picked off.
Something here.
Mackay Frisbee picks off the pass. Bookers lead 20-0 at the break. To the second half, Bookers go to the air. Kamaine Smith on the money to Jeremiah Marks. On the mark, some would say, for the first down. Move the chains. Then it's Smith. Again, the quick strike to Mark Watkins from one mark to another. That's another Booker's touchdown. That made it 28-0. Norview trying to make something happen, but Anthony Brown says, not on my watch.
No, sir.
The Booker T defense came to play tonight, and then it's more from the Booker T defense. The ball was picked off by Jonathan Innes to the Heezy, the house, for another touchdown. Booker T on homecoming night, the big win over Norview. 46-6.
At Todd Stadium in Newport News, Mentsville sitting at 2-3, taking on Woodside at 1-4. First quarter scoreless. Woodside here. Watch the fumble. Jameer Peterson, awareness level 99. Stupid score. So. Short one, but still it counts. 7-0. Ensuing kickoff. Jaden Labick returned for a touchdown. Look at the patience, James. The patience. That's what you got to do on some of the returns. Don't run so fast. All of a sudden, he's up the sideline for 6. And number 7 ties it up at 7. Big time play from him. Second quarter, Monarchs, Amir Harrison. The pass here, Jabriant Briggs. And Briggs, watch him make a little cutback, break a couple tackles. He's inside the 5. I thought he scored, but the refs ruled him down. I guess I was a little off in my camera. 2 plays later, they'd score. 14-7 now. Harrison looking. He pulls it down.
Juke.
And look at this. Talk about a mobile quarterback and just looking good out there. Mitchville wins 26-7. Staying on the peninsula, Bethel playing host to the Gloucester Dukes on homecoming at Darling. Opening kickoff of the second half. I had literally just walked in and turned on my camera.
Perfect timing.
Victor Romaine Jr. Turn on the Jets. All kinds of green grass. This one put the Bruins up 17-0. He had a heck of a game. He had more long returns too. I just don't have time to show them all. Short time later, the Dukes. Short pass here to Will Turner. And Turner trying to keep his team in it. The long touchdown catch. Trying to get his team going, 24-7 at that point, Gloucester trailing. But the Bruins hold strong on homecoming in the red zone again. Handoff to Amari Freer.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's a nasty cut. That's why I put it in there. I had to put it right near the goal line. And then the slant here, Christopher Stevens. Bethel wins 51-7.
Some more Bay Rivers District action in Packer Country. Smithfield hosts against Grafton. Let's pick it up. Third quarter, Smithfield in blue, 14-20 to Grafton. Kenya Martin will take it 15 yards. A little extra stretch for the touchdown. Packers up 21-0. Both teams would keep to the ground game. Grafton would take the lead in the fourth quarter with a field goal to make it 23-21. Smithfield goes on to win 28-23.
Marching Lions of Warhill High School, led by director Tim Ferry Jr., the football team with the big win tonight. Their marching band is a Friday Night Flights Band of the Week. Their full performance will be up soon on wavy.com. Between the band and the student section, they're one of the best. All right, rest of the scores that have been reported to us tonight. Nansemond River over Hickory there, and then Poquoson gets the win over York.
Great Bridge, 36-6 over Lakeland. Franklin with the big win over Surrey County. Private school action, Norfolk Christian knocked off Isle of Wight Academy. Nansemond Suffolk Academy defeated Catholic.
Yeah, okay, so don't forget, we always post the full version of the show up on wavy.com and the Wavy YouTube page. Great games, and we're rolling through this thing. I mean, it's going. Week by week. It's getting, playoffs are going to be here soon.
Yeah.
All right, he's James Casato. I'm Craig Loper. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week on Friday Night Flights. Have a good one.